What is good, everyone? This is your host, Deanna Radulescu with Label Free Podcast. To live your best life, you must live label free. Super excited. We've got a very special guest who's created something that is great for everyone out there that has families, that has memories, that has something to share with the world and with their offspring and people down the line. He is an entrepreneur, a husband, father, and grandfather, aka considered Noah, and the founder and CEO of MyArkIt. Please welcome James Gebhardt to the show. James, thank you for joining us. We finally got some good service, good lighting.
Yes.
Awesome. Woo woo. I'm excited for this. So before we get into what you've created, which I'm loving, I think it is awesome, especially for this day and age. Let's hear a little bit of backstory on like what got you to the point to this new company that you've created.
Well, sometimes you have to do things out of necessity.
Yeah.
And you go back into, I first sat my dad down with a video recorder back in like 97, I think it was. We did a trip back to Iowa where he lived, where I grew up. Me and my wife and the two kids, they were like 5, 6, 7 years old type of thing. Yeah. And I just sat him down with a video recorder and I started asking him questions about, well, what'd you do when you were a kid? Paperboy route. This is like in the 40s and stuff. He had his first car, rode his first bike, how much was a gallon of gas, things like that.
Yeah.
And it was great to get those memories recorded. And a couple of years after that, he passed away. And then as time goes by, you're starting to think about, okay, you could burn a DVD now, which is better than a VHS.
Yep.
But then as time goes by, it's always the and then. What do you do with these memories? Yeah. And then I inherited the family photo album, which is a lot of pictures, but very little content that goes with the pictures. But then what do you do with them? Yeah. And now I have grandkids and I look at them going, okay, now what do you do when they start to grow up, and how do you start passing more memories down from generation to generation, yes, actually adding stories to these memories? So out of necessity, I was sitting in my work van one day eating a ham sandwich, and I can still remember that. And I started thinking, how the heck can you do this? And just started to brainstorm. And now we've actually come to the point where technology has kind of caught up a little bit more, yeah, to where you can upload things better. And we used to always say you can download with a dump truck, but you're uploading with a teaspoon.
Yeah.
So now it's a lot better. And we started taking the jump into this a couple of years ago, and it's great. It's going great.
Yeah. So you created. So why are you considered? Why do you go by AKA Noah?
Because it's kind of a little play on the word ARkIt from Noah's Ark. Okay. And what I do, I'm collecting people basically.
Yeah. I love that. That's pretty cool. Yeah. And so let's talk about ARkIt. And so how did you come up with it? I mean, you kind of just said you're considered no because you collect people, but why ARkIt?
Oh, it was like I said, it's off of the little trick on MyArkIt Noah. He was saving the world. I'm saving lives. And the same thing, I kind of built the ark of what we do. Now I'm out saving people's lives digitally. Or their digital legacies, and I'm kind of getting them to go onto the ark. So I'm kind of, just like a Noah's Ark thing.
I like that. Okay.
Something fun to have, something to do.
A little play on words, right?
Oh, yeah.
So tell us about how this works. And so like if somebody says, okay, I'm liking what he's talking about, I need to know more. And so when somebody wants to sign up to be a part of MyArkIt, what does that look like for them? What is the process?
Oh, it's super simple. What you do is you can go to the website, myarkit.com, MyArkIt, and you can just look through that, get some feel of what we do, why we do it. Big deal there. And you can you can fire a 30-day free trial.
Okay.
So we take no bank information. Basically, we want people to try it. It's very simple, where you click onto it, you want to upload an item or just basically a little snippet of video, a picture. You can put audio to a picture now, so you can basically have a picture now tell a story to the picture.
Okay.
Or just a little thought process of what we all call daily Scribe, where you might I always use start date such and such when I'm out walking my dogs, and kind of put a little thought down there. Then later on from my phone, I put it into my ARkIt. So when we upload, we don't call it upload, we call it ARkIt.
Okay.
And so you get 10 gigabytes of storage space, which is worth thousands of pictures and a
Yeah.
lot of video. And each individual item you upload, you put something to it. You have to tell a story to it, put some text to it or something. Then you can arc it, and you can make albums. Like I
Okay.
have albums for my pets. I have albums for my cars, and that can be synced over to like my grandkids. When my daughter has them put in stuff into their albums, it can be synced over into my album.
Okay.
And
Very
it is. You can also have it where you get to choose who gets to see it, so it's not just automatically public.
okay.
Yeah,
Wow. So it's a digitized way to organize your memories and create a story with your memories. Is that what I'm
correct.
understanding?
Oh yeah, we live cradle to grave now. We live everything digital.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's everywhere. I mean, how many devices do you have that has stuff on it that yeah.
Yeah. I love taking pictures. So like I've probably like 20,000 pictures on my phone right now, which is ridiculous.
All
But
right. All right.
I think I find value. I personally find value in having those pictures. I know, like, I have a sister who hates taking pictures. Like, it has to be just right. And for me, I don't care. Like, in that moment, if I look like crap, whatever. If I look great, whatever. It's really just about capturing those moments and those memories that I can
Exactly.
defer back to, and I've deferred back to some of those pictures when I was in my teenage years and like, look at how crazy I was, and just kind of laughing at those because I have those memories, so I mean, I understand, like, I feel like there's value in what you're offering. What is it that you would like for your, I mean, clients or customers to get out of MyArkIt?
Oh my gosh, it's just you get the same feeling of when you have family, and
Yeah.
might have a family member pass away, and you didn't get all those memories you could have gotten.
Yeah.
So you have that good feeling of like I sat my dad down to do videos, I sat my mom down to do some videos, my grandmother, but I missed doing it with my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just a feeling you get where it's like you do something nice. I don't even have to be known that it's just when they can do it with their families and their friends and their loved ones, it just makes me feel good.
Yeah.
When they get the feeling of maybe one generation from now where their grandkids or something are pulling up the story of like when you got married, and you just got the silly things that you're telling them about you did or happened or something like that. Pass it on.
Yeah.
You know.
So, now you say that people can create albums. So let's say they get all their pictures uploaded and they create an album. Do you have the capability to connect to like Walgreens if they wanted to print that album out?
Not at this point, but we do have that capability. If you find a picture you like, you can hit download and just download that picture. So if
Okay.
you were visiting somebody else's site and you had a picture of me when I was falling off the horse or something like
Yeah.
that. And yes, I'll take, you just download it and you can take it. Then they can always make an album, or, it's always kind of cool to make a photo album book or something like that.
For
But
sure.
we're kind of like the final arbitrator in saving your digital life.
Okay.
Is put it someplace that won't be deleted. And that's the problem I found, is you start looking at all the places you can try to save stuff in the clouds and stuff like that. Like I just had a beginning of the year, I hooked up something with the IBM, with one of their services, and purposely I didn't do anything with it for about 6 months. And sure enough, they sent me a notice on an email saying you're being deleted.
Get out.
And that happens with Google. Google's about 2 years. Apple's about 180 days.
Oh, wow.
Twitter, all those other things like that. If they're not going to censor it, well, they can evolve and censor it. If you make sure you have the right state of mind, let's say, and they like you, they might keep you around.
Hey, Dad, how you been? What's going on?
Well, not too much. Spring cleaning time.
Well, did you weed whack? Did you get the carpets cleaned? 'Cause I know Mom's all about that, so I want to make sure you're ready to go.
Well, yeah. I got the gutters clean. That's about it.
That's it? Well, when I said weed whack and all that and the carpet, I kind of meant like the Manscaped 4.0. It's a little more personal.
I understand, yeah.
Works awesome.
Have you tried this?
I have tried it and it works wonders. It really does, yeah.
Okay. This is pretty cool. And see, it comes with an LED light. And I understand it's waterproof.
It is waterproof. It works well. I tried it. It's a good product. It's a great product. I've tried other ones, and they're just so noisy, and they don't cut very well.
Wow, that's really good, Mike. Where do we get this?
Well, you can get it at manscaped.com, and while you're at manscaped.com, you know that we got a code, so we get it cheaper.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of a discount can we get?
We can get it at label-free 20, and it gives you 20% off the product, and it gives us free shipping. And I've tried some of the other products there because they got these all new premier products. Like this here, it's a deodorant.
Now, is it for underarm or other places, or
Made it, I tried, but it's for the underarm.
Okay.
That's where it's at. And you could also get it at manscaped.com. Same code. We're using the code again. Label free 20. Label
we get
free
20%
20.
off and free shipping?
Free
as
shipping.
well?
How can you go wrong with that, right?
Wonderful.
And so what is the value in people keeping their memories for generations to come?
Oh, I think it's just it's kind of like when somebody sits down and writes a book.
Yeah.
If you ever sit down and have somebody write a book about their life, a biography, something like that, they feel good because they kind of remember back on their life and what they experienced. And a lot of us are not writers, and we don't have the money to go out and spend on writing a book. Plus, nowadays, you got to remember, you give somebody a book, they're probably going to lose it in one generation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a very simplistic, easy way. Everybody's got a phone or a computer to kind of pass on those memories. Pass on a little bit of what you know. Pass on something as simple as one of your favorite recipes for chocolate chip cookies.
I like that. Yeah.
Those little things like that you can pass on.
Yeah, I totally see the value in it, because I think that we're all here to live our legacy, and as the generations that come behind us or after us, whatever, I think it's important for them to kind of be able to see where you came from, or a little bit about like what you're all about, how your life evolved to where it is today, or where it was at some point in your life. So now, how would someone leave like that, those memories behind for someone else? Do they have to have a login, or what does that look like?
Well, we have a lifetime account. So you buy a lifetime account, you get your 10 gigabytes. You can add to that if you start putting more stuff in, if you overdo it. So it's no big deal. We'll just put more space. And then we have what we call you choose your administrator or your executor.
Okay.
So if somebody does pass away, that administrator has the ability to get into your account, turn it into a memorial account now.
Yeah.
And it locks everything in there that you put in. It can't be deleted. Everything you put in there personally, you can edit.
Yeah.
But once you put it into a memorial account, it can, it's locked in there. People can send in their condolences or, things like that, like a normal, because we also have memorial accounts where it's a smaller account. And people, I've done that before for a cousin of mine, to where, you can send in condolences. It doesn't have to be as big as a normal account. It's only 2 gigabytes. As a normal account, 10 gigabytes. But then what you can do is we have what we also call a view only account, to where if you have your account and somebody doesn't want to get another MyArkIt account to view what you're doing, they can just basically sign up for free for 30 days. And if you don't want it, it's no big deal. You don't spend any money, but your account reverts to a view only account. Okay. They can still view your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're there forever. Your stuff's there forever. So as time goes by, you can have other people viewing your stuff if they want to.
Wow.
But they can't add anything. Yeah. Their account, they can't add stuff.
Wow. You thought of everything. That's pretty neat. So, you have to have like some huge storage for all this stuff somewhere. Is it all in the cloud?
Everything is in the cloud, but what we do is we try to make everything rock solid, good foundation. Yeah. So what we do, besides going through our internet provider, the first thing we go into is Amazon Web Services.
Okay.
Which is one of the largest companies out there that do this kind of thing. That's where our main primary backup is for Amazon Web Services.
I gotcha.
And after we reach a certain threshold of getting in accounts in, then we kick into a secondary backup, which is going to be Iron Mountain, which is a huge company that does data allocation for like 95% of the Fortune 1000 companies.
Yeah.
They do this stuff for banks and stuff. They even have underground storage facilities and stuff like that.
I'm familiar with
so
that.
we will back up even with a different company than the main company, just to be super sure that everything is backed up.
So how long ago did you come up with this idea?
Well, over 10 years.
10 years? And
Yeah,
so
10 years.
then when did you roll it out?
Rolled it out about 2 years ago.
Oh,
We actually started doing the main programming on it. Programming, beta testing, this, that.
Yeah, and setting up all these different fail safes for the
Oh yeah.
in the background. That couldn't have been easy.
I don't do that.
Somebody on your team handles that, huh?
Yeah, I got the IT guys to do that. We call them super nerds.
Super nerds. There you go. So you've been married for 36 years to your wife, and then you have two girls with 2 grandchildren. You have 2 dogs as well. So you're all about family and family values and creating those memories.
Oh yeah. It's all about family. I love seeing videos of my kids and my grandkids and things like that. And it's also fun to do things and put them in there. You know, you can put something in there and have your grandkids see it in 20 years. It's going to be a hoot.
Oh, for sure. So is your whole family, are they invested as well? Do they upload, or do they have accounts?
Oh yeah.
Now what? Okay, I have another question. So when your family, do they have their individual accounts, and then can you guys all connect together where you guys can share? Like
usually the best thing it is you have an individual lifetime account, because you only have to buy it once.
Okay.
We don't have a monthly thing. Yeah, because I had one of these guys one time said, you got to get a monthly payment thing going for people. I said, how do you get a monthly payment thing from somebody that might have passed away?
Yeah.
So everybody, even when my grandkids are even young right now, but they have an account.
Okay.
So their mom puts stuff into their account, and as they grow older, like when they reach age 18, they get the account handed over to them, and they just keep adding to it. Now, like my brother, he passed away, so he didn't have enough stuff even to do really a memorial account.
Okay.
So within my mom's lifetime account, when she passed away, I added a folder for him. I made an album for him.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, because I didn't really have any video of him, but I did have a lot of pictures.
But so, like, can your daughter come and view your account? Can she come view your pictures?
Correct. Yeah. You link them together. You say,
okay.
You kind of get permission from each person to view and see it, and then because you want to have privacy.
Sure.
And you can even actually own, when you start your account, you can actually put it as private, and nobody can even find you when they search for you.
Yeah.
Until the person passes away, then we always figure, okay, anything private is going to become public.
Right.
Because
But that's really cool.
Then you can and that's where you leave all the good secrets, like where you buried the gold, things like that.
There you go. Yeah, well, I hope I can find one of those. Somebody send me that information. But I like that. It's almost like building a family tree, but with your memories.
Correct.
I like that very much. Can you plug all your links again? So your website, your social media, all those good handles.
Oh, MyArkIt.com, MyArkIt.com. And it's the same thing for Twitter, MyArkIt, Facebook, MyArkIt, and Instagram, MyArkIt.
Excellent. You guys, I'm going to put all those links in the show notes. So if you're interested in creating a legacy with your memories for your family, do not hesitate. Go click that link. Go check it out. 30 days for free to try it out, see how it works, and then a one-time fee for a lifetime membership to save all those valuable memories for yourself and for generations to come. So don't hesitate to go click that link. So this is the time of the show, James, where I like to ask for any last words of wisdom or advice. So what would you like to leave with the audience today?
The biggest piece of advice I can give people: don't procrastinate. Yeah, because this is one of the things. It's like taking up a hobby, and you got to get in there. You got to take those things out. You got to put the memories to it. There's a little bit of effort to it. Don't procrastinate. Don't be the shoulda, coulda, woulda person.
Yeah, I would agree with that. That's hard to do sometimes. I can procrastinate. Not a lot, but I can be a procrastinator. Well, James, thank you so much for sharing what you do. I love what you've created. I think it's very relevant in today's world with how everything is digital, and just to be able to save those memories for for generations to come, which is huge. I think it's just amazing.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations and good luck on your success. I can't wait to see how you just keep rising to the top. So if you have any new updates for us, don't hesitate to let us know so we can have you back and update the audience.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You guys, this is your host, Deanna Radulescu with Label Free Podcast. Live your best life. You must live label free. Please don't forget to subscribe, follow, rate, review, comment, share, all those good things. And I'll be back soon with more dynamic guests.